everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Jay from Coding with Jaybird, where I upload weekly tutorials to help build your confidence in coding. We're going to be learning about styling lists today. Let's get started, shall we? Learning to style lists is very useful in web design and web development. Let's start by having a look at a few of the lists in my HTML file. So I have an ordered list with a class of cars, an unordered list, another ordered list with an ID of meals, and then I have a description list at the end. So we're going to practice styling these in our CSS. So let's start with our first one. You can see there's the default styling of numbers 1 to 5 for that first list, but we can change that style by using a property called list style type. So let me target that first list, and then let's practice the list style type, and we'll apply a value of circle to it. In the browser, you can see that we've changed the bullet style to circles. Now we can also change it to a type called square. And now you can see we've got these nice solid squares. We can also inherit properties from the parent element. And we do this by using the inherit value. And now it's taking the default from its parent value and giving it these solid dots. We can also remove the bullets altogether, and we do this by simply typing none for the value. And now you can see all the bullets are gone. Now we can have fun with this. We can even change this to Roman numerals or letters. I'll apply a value of upper Roman to this. And now you can see we have these Roman numerals 1 through 5. Now I can also change this upper Roman to upper alpha and get our uppercase letters, or I can even change this to lowercase alpha by typing lower dash alpha as the value, and we get these lowercase letters A through E. Let's have some fun with our second list. It's fall right now, so let's use this image that we have in our image folder, which has pumpkins in it, and we'll replace all of these bullets with little pumpkins. So we do that by targeting the unordered list first and using a property called list style image. And we can give this a value of URL. And now we want to hop out of the folder that we're currently in and enter the IMG folder and grab the pumpkin.png file. And there we have these cute little pumpkins as our bullets for the second list. That looks really cute. And so far we've been changing the bullets themselves. How about the positioning of the bullets though? As you can see right now, the bullets are all just slightly to the left of the list items. So there's another property that's called list style position, or rather the bullet position. Now this property is used to determine whether the bullets appear inside the list items or outside of them. By default, the value is set to outside. So if we set the value to inside, the bullets will sit inside of the list items. So let's target our next ordered list, which has an ID of meals. Let's start by putting a background color to this of dark red. And this will show us the actual ordered list itself. But if I want to isolate just the list items, let's change the background color of that to something else. So now I'm going to target the ordered list items. And we'll give this a background color of, let's say, light blue. And you can see that the bullets are not actually sitting inside of the list items. They're slightly to the left. So we can change that by targeting the list itself and using a property called list style position. And we change the position from outside to inside. And now you can see that the numbers 1 through 4 are within the list items themselves. Now we can actually change the order of the list items as well, but we'd have to go into our index.html file to do that. We can add a new attribute to this ordered list called start equals, and we'll give it a value of 3. And when I save it, you're going to see that we've actually changed the numbers for the bullet items. Instead of going from 1 to 4, they're starting at 3 and going from 3 all the way to 6. Now we can actually have a bit more fun with this and reverse this as well by typing reversed as an attribute. And now we're seeing it starts from 3 and it goes backwards all the way to 0. And lastly, let's have a look at our description list. It looks pretty ordinary here in the browser, so let's apply some fun styling to it. I'll start by targeting the description list itself, and I'll give this a font size of 20 pixels just to make the font a little larger. And then let's go ahead and target our DT. Now DT defines the terms in a description list. So let's go ahead and give this a font weight of bold, and it's going to look much nicer than it did before. We can also target the DD, which describes the terms in a description list. So let's go ahead and give this a line height of 1.5. Now it would probably look a little bit nicer if I also added DT to this and increase the line height for that as well. Perfect, it looks a lot nicer. And that wraps up our video on styling lists. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so you can be updated of new videos. Until next week, keep on coding.